welcome to Discovery Days. My name is Julie and today's theme is Hibernation Exploration. So this is my friend Bobby the bear, and we're going to take some time today to show you some different critters in our area and talk about the different habitats where they like to hibernate over winter. So we're going to get started with a Discovering We Will Go, and we're going to sing into the forest, into a cave, deep in the mud, under some rocks, and up on the mountain. It goes like this. Discovering we will go, discovering we will go, A-oh, let's all go, discovering we will go, into the forest, A-oh, let's all go, into the forest, into a cave, A-oh, let's all go, into a cave, deep in the mud, A-oh, let's all go, deep in the mud. So some of the reasons why animals hibernate are the change in temperature. So they need to find a warm, cozy place to settle in for winter. And they also need to make sure they eat lots of food before they find their place to hibernate. Because one of the reasons they hibernate is that there's not very much food for them over winter. So one of the things that a bear can do, I'm gonna bring Bobby over here, to save energy over winter, once he's filled up his belly, is breathe really, really, really slowly. So we're gonna practice a bear breath, and we're gonna breathe in as slowly as we can through our nose, and then again, as slowly as we can out through our nose 3 times to practice the hibernating bear breath. Ready? Even slower. And out. Last time. Very good. So some of the critters we're going to learn about today sleep all the way through the winter. And some of them wake up a little bit, maybe to have a little nibble of something to eat. Or our friends, the black bear here, Bobby, the female black bears even give birth to their cubs in their den over winter. So that's a neat fact to know about our friend, the black bears that live in our area. So they're going to be looking for a nice cozy place, maybe in a tree stump, maybe underground, somewhere where they can cozy up for the winter. The next animal we have that would be traveling into a cave. Something that's quite small. I've got one right here. And this is a bat. So bats can hibernate together in small groups, or they can hibernate together in really big groups. And some bats do migrate. They fly south to places where there is more food for them, but lots of bats find a cozy cave to hibernate in. So that is our friend, the bat. Now, somebody that might like to hibernate deep in the mud. I don't know if you have any ideas. Let me see what I can find down here. This does not look like the critters we have like this in our area, but this is a frog, and we also have toads around here. So they like to dig deep in the mud to find a place to stay over winter. Now they have something that's kind of neat inside their body that helps them so they don't freeze over winter, because they sometimes can even stop breathing and their heart can stop beating. But they have a special sugary substance in their body to make sure that their vital organs don't freeze, so that when springtime rolls around again, they can warm up and make their way out to lay their eggs, usually around wetlands and shorelines of lakes. So that's our friend the frog. He likes to dig deep in the mud. Next up, under some rocks. So something that likes to slither around. The ones that we have in our area tend to be quite small and have a yellow stripe on their back. They do not look like this at all. But this, my friends, is a snake, a slithering snake. And they like to hibernate often by the dozens, by the hundreds, and in some places by the thousands together under some rocks. So this is our friend the slithering snake. And next up high on the mountain. So some of you might know where the town Whistler got its name that it's now known as. From a critter that lives high up on the mountain, and it's called a marmot. So this, my friends, is a little marmot, and they like to cozy up and hibernate together up high on the mountaintops, deep underground, in burrows underground. Today's hibernation exploration activity ideas are a hibernation hunt. So if you were a critter hunting for a habitat to hibernate in, how would you get around? So think about maybe the bear. Would you be crawling? Or a bat? Would you be flying, flapping? Would you be a toad crawling? A frog hopping? A snake slithering? Or a marmot scurrying? And have some fun maybe doing follow the leader, or you could set up a track and do a race in your neighborhood at a park or in your backyard. Have some fun with the hibernation hunt, moving like the animals out there. Next up would be a hibernation hide and seek. So you can play this one inside or outside, and you think about the critter that you'd like to be and find a place that they might like to hibernate. So if you're doing this one outside, I encourage you to maybe identify some boundaries. So it could be a trail or a tree line or a building, and then you'll know where to find your hibernating friend. If you're doing it inside, you get creative with what a cave might look like. Have some fun with that. The third activity idea is if you'd like to create a creature, I just used a toilet paper roll and drew a little bear face on it, but you could do any animal and be as creative as you like with your hibernating friend. And then once you've chosen a spot for it to hibernate, take a look at the surroundings and see what you can see. This can be done indoors or outdoors. And the invitation is to draw a map and give some clues to a friend or family member, or practice yourself making a treasure map. Here you can see the library, the back deck, some trees on here, and then I've made a little X marks the spot where my hibernating friend is. And this can be as simple or as detailed or creative as you like, and you can also give clues too. You can do the same sort of idea, giving clues, but I'd like to show you guys here where I've chosen to place my little hibernating friend here. And I hope you guys have some fun out there with the hibernation exploration. To finish up for today, we're going to finish up with a song called Winter's Coming Soon. And it's the tune of the Wheels on the Bus. And the bears in the forest sleep all the time. The bats in the forest find a cave. The frogs and the toads dig deep in the mud. The snakes gather up and slither underground. The marmots on the mountain cozy up. Bears in the forest sleep all the time, sleep all the time, sleep all the time. The bears in the forest sleep all the time. Winter's coming soon. The bats in the forest find a cave, find a cave, find a cave. The bats in the forest find a cave. Winter's coming soon. The frogs and the toads dig last step, we will do the exploration song. So first we're going to explore hibernation, and then we're going to explore with all our friends. Going to explore hibernation. Yes, I'm going to explore hibernation. Yes, I'm going to exploring more and more. I'm going to explore hibernation. Going to explore with all my friends. Yes, I'm going to explore with all my friends. Yes, I'm going to exploring more and more. Going to explore with all my friends. Happy exploring out there, friends. Until next time.